By the grace of God, through our Lord Jesus Christ.
I'm Judith Weir. I'm the composer of Thread, which is featured on the new album Not Now Bernard and Other Stories. Thread is a piece I wrote 40 years ago, and it's a very big thrill for me that this has been rediscovered and performed by really excellent musicians and a fabulous soloist, Alexander Armstrong. I was incredibly impressed by Alexander's ability to do this. It's a real musical test for anybody at all, and he was amazingly precise. He also found, it seems to me, exactly the right voice for the story of Thread. I had never worked before with the Orchestra of the Swan, and I was really super impressed by their calm command of what they were doing. Conductor Tom Hammond had obviously completely absorbed the spirit of the piece and all the detail. It is an incredibly detailed score. Thread takes as its subject the Battle of Hastings, as seen in the famous Bayeux Tapestry. At the top of the tapestry is a very laconic, short on words text in Latin telling the story. I added some music which, just like the tapestry, attempts to paint the picture of what happened. Many battles, many horses, a great many arrows, a lot of armour, ships sailing on the sea. They're all things that can be very well illustrated by music. When I wrote Thread 40 years ago, I was still living in Glasgow, and this was written for a group then called the New Music Group of Scotland, who did a lot of very experimental work. And one thing that I decided to make them do as an experiment was to make music with a lot of junk and rubbish I'd found around the streets of Glasgow. And I found that things like old bits of metal, old biscuit tins, pans, old lager cans, they all made excellent noises, and they certainly fit into the story of the Battle of Hastings. I wrote Thread 40 years ago. I was a very young person at that time. I had had very few pieces publicly performed. I didn't know what would happen to me. Would I carry on being a composer? It's a very much earlier stage in my life. To have it come out of my bottom drawer and to be played so splendidly, so excellently, was an exciting moment for me. In a way, it validated what I was trying to do all those decades ago when I felt so unsure of myself.
And this is William of Normandy.